Hello and welcome to this Hangout. On Saturday, the 16th of May 2015. I'd like to give you all a very big welcome wherever you are in the world today. I'm actually calling in from Spain. The time here in Spain at the moment is 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So as I say, wherever you are in the world, a big welcome. And especially a thank you for attending and giving up your time here on a Saturday. Now, if you are attending this webinar, then you're obviously here to make money. And I understand that. There are many, many people online, of course, looking to make money the easy way, shall we say. But the reality, if you've been online for a while, the reality is that 95% of people make less than $100 a month. Incredibly, it's not going to finance anybody's lifestyle, an extra $100 a month. It's useful income, but shall we say it's very disappointing. In fact, the majority of people don't even come close to making $100 a month. So we have to ask, why is that? There are so many different ways of making money online, but the vast majority of people struggle to make any money whatsoever. The purpose of this Hangout is to identify why is that the case and what makes My Advertising Pays different to what you've been looking at before, perhaps. But let's just sort of outline, before we start the presentation, typically what are those ways of making money online? Well, obviously we've got multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing hasn't got the best reputation simply because most people make very little income. It's a very, very successful business model simply because there are millions of people earning a very small amount. But because it takes, necessary skill, as do most things, you've got to be able to sell products. You need technical knowledge about the products, and typically you've got to build a team. They're things that people generally, have difficulty with. And most people haven't got the time or the inclination to learn all about different types of products, whether it be skincare products, household products, technical products. They just haven't got the time or the interest to learn about those products. They don't like to sell. And obviously, if they're not generating any income, it becomes very, very difficult to start to recruit a team. Affiliate marketing is another method. And, it's very easy to register with someone like ClickBank. You've got some great products. They all come with great sales pages that do all the selling and all the convincing. But equally, you need people to view those pages. You need traffic. And without traffic, you're not going to make any money anyway. So what makes this different? Well, before we go into the presentation, it's very, very important to me to point out what really makes it different. And what makes it different is everybody makes money with My Advertising Pays. Now, that's a big statement, I appreciate, but everybody does. Now, the reality is not everybody takes action. However, those people who do take action, and we'll explain in a few moments what taking action actually means, but for those people who do take action, there isn't one person that fails to make a profit. And that's absolutely amazing. So imagine being in a business where you can guarantee that people will make money. And secondly, when you do refer people, if that's what you choose to, that these people don't drop out after 3 weeks. Now, I've been registered now with My Advertising Pays for 10 months. And believe it or not, I've been getting paid every day for 10 months. And that includes Christmas Day, New Year's Day, 7 days a week, and not just getting paid every day, but getting paid every 20 minutes. That's 72 times a day. And literally, we have people becoming millionaires in this business. So, we have a proven track record, and I'm going to show you how this business actually works. So, answer to your question, I think we've already talked about what makes it different. In terms of, do you have sufficient time with this? I appreciate you've probably got a full-time job or a full-time business, and you've probably got your hands full with different things, maybe families and other things, etc. But to make money with Advertising Pays is only going to take you 5 minutes a day. In fact, it's a few simple tasks. You have to click on 10, I was going to say 5. You have to click on 10 websites a day, which takes about 5 minutes. And I do mine first thing in the morning before breakfast. And if you can find 5 minutes anytime during the course of the day, you're going to get paid 72 times a day. And in terms of special skills or technical know-how, if you found your way to this Hangout, I can guarantee you've got the necessary skills. In fact, all we say with this is if you can click a mouse, and I'm sure you can, then we guarantee that you will make money with Advertising Pays. So let me keep it short. I'm going to go right through into the presentation now, and we'll take it from there. So just one moment. Obviously, a little bit of technical know-how is always useful. And here we have the presentation. So let's make that. There we go. Okay, so making money with Advertising Pays is highly addictive. Now, we say that in a good way. And what do we mean? Well, you imagine if every time you've logged into your account, you've got a greater cash balance than when you were logging in previously, because that's the reality. Every 20 minutes, you're going to see an increase in your available cash balance. And that's what makes it highly addictive. In fact, you'll be logging into the account many times a day just to see what your current status is. So it's absolutely incredible. But who built the internet? Well, we built the internet. You built the internet. I built the internet. We all built the internet. When I say the internet, what do we mean when we say the internet? Well, if you think about Google or YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, all these social networks, the owners and the founders of those companies didn't just become millionaires. They didn't just become billionaires. They became multi-billionaires. And that was all because you and I, helped to build those platforms. And how much did we get paid? We got paid zero. We helped build those businesses and we didn't get a share of those profits at all. Now, that's what makes Advertising Pays different, because we have a highly successful business model, and Advertising Pays pay out 95% of their global revenues every day to all their advertisers. So obviously people want to advertise anyway, just like you would advertise with Facebook or Google or YouTube. But with Advertising Pays, you're going to advertise, you've got a highly targeted audience, but you're actually going to get paid for advertising. And that's what makes this different. So what is Advertising Pays, or MAPS as we like to call it? Well, it's an online advertising company. We're an international business corporation, and the CEO and founder is an ex-Army veteran, a Mr. Michael Dees. It was launched in December 2013, so we're now coming up to about 18 months of age, and in that short period of time, Advertising Pays has become highly successful, and we've currently got well over 130,000 members who are currently getting paid every day. Okay, so earnings and income disclaimer. Any earnings or income statements or earnings or income examples are only examples of what we think you could earn. So see the full income disclosure at myadvertisingpays.com/terms.pdf. Here we have Michael Dees, the CEO and founder. As I was saying before, he's a US Air Force veteran. He has incredible vision, passion, and most importantly, a mathematical mind, which is exactly what was needed to establish this business. But he wanted to create a secure, a reliable, and a solid business model that the average person could become successful with. And that's exactly what Mike and his team of experienced marketers have put in place. The mathematicians and engineers have built a true internet income system. And here we have two examples of pay-to-click networks, PTC, or traffic exchanges. At the top, we've got ClickSense. Now, ClickSense is not the longest established. It was established in 2007, February 2007, but it's probably the most successful. In fact, you can see there that ClickSense have got over 4.5 million members. They've paid out over $10 million to those members, and those members actually just click on those websites within the traffic exchange, and that's how they generate income. So this business model that Mavvertising Pays employ is not unique. It's just like what's been established, since 2007, as in the case of ClickSense. We've got another one here, NeoBooks. In fact, on that particular day, there were over 10,000 people who registered with NeoBooks, and they have served over 21 million impressions, or that's directed 21 million people to view their websites. So what makes Mavvertising Pays different? Well, as we've mentioned, these traffic exchanges are incredibly successful. They make a huge income from charging the advertisers, or the people who own the websites, to provide traffic. But what they do is they keep 99% of those profits for themselves, and that's what makes them very, very profitable. And that's what makes Mavvertising Pays different. They've got just the same business model, but they actually pay out 95% of their global revenues on a daily basis to all those people who are prepared to simply click on 10 websites a day. And here we can see the growth of online advertising, and this goes back to 2008. So it's definitely an upward trend. And if you're going to make money in any kind of business, it's important to get in at the right time. And there's no time better than what we have right now, because more and more people are spending more and more money online with online advertising, because that's where more and more people are spending most of their time. And you can see in 2010, 2008 and 2009, it was a small growth, but in 2010, it had double-digit growth. It went up by 11.9% in 2010, with a turnover of $61.8 billion for the year. And the reason for that was, it was the growth of Wi-Fi. Now, Wi-Fi had been around for some years prior to that, but in 2010, it was literally available anywhere. So people could leave home, or leave the office with any mobile device, whether it be a tablet, a laptop, or a smartphone, and know that they could access the internet anywhere, whether it be a coffee shop, a restaurant, hotel reception, an airport, a train station, most public places, and they could access the internet. The other thing, in 2010, we had the explosion of all the social networks, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. And simply because more and more people are spending more and more time online, that's why more and more people are spending their dollars or their pounds or their euros on advertising online, because that's where most people are spending their time. And so that's why we have a great profitable market, which is worth hundreds of billions of dollars. And if we can just take a small share of that market, then that's why it's very, very profitable. So as I say, the marketplace is worth billions. Those billions at the moment have been generated by Google, by Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Yahoo, and they're all making billions of dollars every year from advertising. But obviously they don't pay out any profit share. They just keep those profits for themselves. And what we have with Mavvertising Pays is, every time we click on a website, we make money. But with those companies, every time you click on a website within their traffic exchange, The only person that's getting paid are those companies. You know, Google are getting paid, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Yahoo, but they're not sharing any of those revenues with anybody. They keep 100% of those revenues for themselves. And that's exactly what makes Marvertising Pays differently, because we pay all the advertisers a profit share, and those profits are going out every day to those people who are prepared to click on 10 websites a day. So what type of advertising do we offer? Well, as I mentioned, it's all online advertising. Typically, we've got three types of advertising. We've got traffic exchange text ads, and we've got banner ads. And these banner ads are typical of those you see on the left-hand side there. Those are in different sizes, but most websites that you visit these days, you've got banners across the top or down the side or across the bottom somewhere. And we sell banner ads. And we've also got pop-under ads. Now, if you're not sure what a pop-under ad is, when you go to a website, sometimes, not always, there may be an advertisement underneath that website. So when you leave that website to go somewhere else, instead of going straight to that website, the pop-under ad will appear, and that's what's called a pop-under ad. So Marvertising Pays offer traffic exchange text ads, banner ads, and pop-under ads. So this is a simple, easy way for anyone, and we mean anyone and everyone, to make money. There are no special skills required, and if you can click a mouse, then you can definitely make money with Marvertising Pays, provided you follow three simple instructions. You will make money. We'll talk about what those three simple steps are in a moment, but Maps, as we've mentioned, is paying out 95% of the advertising revenues, and those go out to all those people who purchase advertising. So how would you like to get paid up to 72 times daily? That's better than getting paid once a week, obviously, or even once a month for that matter. We get paid 72 times daily. That's 504 times weekly, and imagine 2,160 times monthly. And as we mentioned, most people with any kind of online business, or even offline business for that matter, you know, they normally have to wait 30 days to get paid. Our income is paid immediately. Now you might ask, how is that possible? Well, what happens is Marvertising Pays calculate their daily revenues each and every day. They then divide those revenues by 72. And we say 72 because that represents each 20-minute interval. And for every credit pack that you purchase, and we'll talk about what a credit pack is in a few moments, then you're going to receive one profit share. The more credit packs that you purchase, the more profit shares you will receive. But you receive those profit shares every 20 minutes, whether you receive one profit share or whether you receive the maximum profit shares, which is 1,200 profit shares. How do you make money? Well, as we say, there are three simple, easy steps. The first step is to buy credit packs, and we have a tip. And the tip here is to buy as many, and I repeat, as many as you can afford. And a credit pack is 550 visitors. Now, you don't have to have a website before you buy credit packs, because if you haven't got a website right now, when you buy those credit packs, and each credit pack represents 550 visitors, those 550 visitors are going to be stored inside your back office, and then you can direct those visitors to a website at any time in the future. Now, those websites that I'm suggesting, you might have an affiliate offer, you might have an MLM website. It can literally be any type of website. That's entirely your choice. But every time you buy a credit pack, it represents 550 visitors. And provided you've bought those credit packs, the next thing you need to do is to click and view 10 websites within the traffic exchange each day. Now, if you happen to miss That's not a problem. It just means that you won't receive a profit share for the next 24 hours until you resume by clicking those 10 websites, and it will take about 5 minutes. And the third thing is you will receive those daily profit shares every 20 minutes, provided you've done the other two things, which is buy credit packs and view those 10 websites on a daily basis. So a credit pack, they're actually $49.99 each. So if we call them $50, and as we mentioned, each credit pack represents 550 visitors. And each of those visitors will be sent to any website of your choice for 10 seconds. And that's how long they will stay on that website for 10 seconds. But each credit pack also includes 10 boosters. So you're going to get 540 visitors spending 10 seconds on a website and 10 spending 30 seconds on a website. And what you actually do inside the Marvertising Pays back office, which is very, very simple, you create a text ad with a link. And as I say, that can be for any type of business, whether it be an affiliate business or an MLM business. It can be any business of your choice. And once you've purchased those credit packs, you then view 10 websites a day to qualify for your profit share, and you find those websites inside the traffic exchange, inside the back office. Now, Marvertising Pays do implement certain caps and limits on what you can do and what you can't do. Now, the maximum number of credit packs that you can own at any time is 1,200. So obviously, if you was to buy the maximum, it's going to cost $60,000. Now, that's not typical of what people do. It's not unusual for people to buy 100 credit packs. Quite often people start with 500, and I've heard of people starting with 8 or even 900 credit packs. But the answer to that question is, how many should you start with? You start with as many as you can afford. But do get started. Do buy some credit packs, because those credit packs do represent visitors. You can send those visitors to any website, and for every credit pack that you purchase for $50, we're going to show you in a moment how you're going to earn $60. So every credit pack represents a profit. Now, credit packs do have a limited lifespan, and what we mean by that is each credit pack is going to generate up to $1 a day in profit share. And that's the other cap that Marvertising Pays has in place, and that is for each credit pack that you own, regardless of their global revenues, they're going to pay you a maximum of $1 a day. I mean, it might be 50 cents, it might be 60 cents, it might be 70 cents, but it'll be a maximum of $1 a day. And that means that they're typically going to pay that $1 a day for each credit pack, and it will take typically 60 days or maybe more until you've generated $60 from those credit packs. And provided you've been clicking on 10 websites a day, then that's not going to delay those profit shares. And that's exactly how that works. So let's have a look at some numbers. As we say, Marvertising Pays will pay up to a maximum of $1 per day for each credit pack. So let's assume that you are receiving $1 for each credit pack, and let's assume you've got 10 credit packs. That means you're going to be receiving $10 a day, and that's divided by 72. So each profit share that you receive is relatively small for each credit pack, but 72 times a day, it soon starts to accumulate, and you multiply that by the number of credit packs. If you've got 20 credit packs, you're going to be earning about $20 a day, assuming you're earning $1 a day. Now, if you've got 100 credit packs, you're earning $100 a day. And that's very significant income, because that's $700 a week. And that's probably more than most people are earning in a full-time professional capacity, working 40 hours a week or 50 hours a week, as many people do, is probably more than what most people are earning in a business. And you can do that by clicking on 10 websites a day, which takes literally 5 minutes, assuming you've got 100 credit packs. Now, if you've got 1,000 credit packs, you can see the more credit packs, the more income you're going to be generating. And 1,000 credit packs could potentially give you $1,000 a day in profit share. And if you've got the maximum number of credit packs, then you're going to be earning up to $1,200 a day in profit share. And all of this is without selling any products, it's without any technical know-how, and it's also without recruiting any other people. So let's say that you start with 20 credit packs as an example. Many people start with a lot more than that, but let's say you just start with 20 credit packs. That's going to cost about $1,000. And every 3 days, assuming that those credit packs are generating $1 a day, and you've got 20, that means every 3 days you're going to be earning $60, and that's more than enough to buy another credit pack at $49.99. Now, all that income that's paid to you in the way of a profit share goes into your cash available balance, and that's for you to take out at any time between Monday and Friday. However, if you want to grow your income and you want to compound your returns, the best thing to do with that profit is to purchase more credit packs. And therefore, we talk in terms of repurchase, repurchase, and repurchase. Every time you've got $50 sitting in your available cash balance, simply purchase another credit pack, because you're then using your profit to buy more credit packs. And as we've said before, the more credit packs that you've got, the more income you're going to be generating on a daily basis. So here we have an illustration. So assuming you're starting with just 20 credit packs, on day one, you've got an income of $20, assuming each pack is generating $1 a day. Day two, you've generated another $20, and day three, another $20. So you've now got $60 in 3 days, which is sufficient to buy another credit pack at $50, leaving $10 left over, but you've now got 21 credit packs. So therefore, on day four, with 21 credit packs, you're going to be earning about $21 a day. Day five, another $21. So that's $42. And with the $10 left over from day three, you've now got $52. So you've got enough to buy another credit pack, leaving $2 left over. So on day five, you've now got 22 credit packs. So on day six, assuming you're earning $1 a day for each credit pack, you're now earning $22 a day. So you've got $22 coming in on day six, $22 coming on day seven, $22 coming on day eight, that's $66, plus the $2 left over from day five, that's $68, enough to buy another credit pack costing $50, leaving $18 left over, which now means you've got 23 credit packs, and that's on day eight. So you can see how progressively purchasing more credit packs with your profit share, you can quickly increase the number of credit packs that you're generating a profit from. Now imagine if you was to start with 50 credit packs, or 100, or even 300 credit packs. Imagine how that accelerates your ability to buy more credit packs, and imagine how it increases your daily profit and your daily profit share. In fact, it's impossible not to make money. 100% of those people in my team and 100% of those people in Marvertising Pays, provided they follow the 3 simple steps that we spoke about previously, then they all make money daily. And that's what makes Marvertising Pays completely unique. Now, Marvertising Pays don't have any guarantee as to when they're going to pay that $60, but what they do guarantee is that provided you follow those 3 simple steps, they are going to share the global revenues, and each credit pack will represent 1 share. So the more successful the company are, the more they're going to be paying out those profit shares. And the company is growing extremely rapidly. In fact, we've got more than 500 people a day getting registered with My Advertising Pays, and they're all buying credit packs. Because let's face it, anybody online, they all require one thing, and that is traffic. So that's how you're going to get paid 72 times daily with no selling requirements and no sponsoring. Now, if you do refer other people, then it's highly profitable, and I highly recommend that you do. But the difference with this, of course, is that you can show people that you really are making money, and that's a whole lot easier than making them false promises. So the facts: it's free to join, and you will be given what's called a 30-day free primetime membership. And that allows you to test the system and see how you like getting paid 72 times a day. I'm going to talk about in a moment what primetime membership represents, but for the first 30 days, there's no obligation to pay any money whatsoever. There's no obligation to buy credit packs. There's no monthly fees. There's no registration fees. You can test out this system for absolutely no cost. You can actually start referring other people if you want to. And if those people purchase credit packs with your referral link, you will earn 10% commission, and that commission will be paid to you immediately. So there's no sponsoring required, and there's no selling required, and it's free to register. Okay, so here is an explanation of what that primetime membership is. It allows you to earn the maximum of commission when you refer other people. But the other thing, of course, it allows you to have the maximum number of credit packs, which is 1,200. There are other benefits. You get other benefits, other advertising benefits as a primetime member. And what you have to decide is during the course of those 30 days is whether or not you wish to continue as a primetime member, or maybe do you prefer to be a free member, or do you want a basic membership, or maybe a professional membership. But if you want to continue to receive 10% commission on referrals, and you want these additional advertising benefits, and you want to be able to have the maximum number of credit packs, then you need to upgrade as a primetime member, which is going to cost you $99.99, and that is valid for 6 months. So you pay that every 6 months. Now, if, for example, you register today and you refer somebody today who buys credit packs, then you're going to be generating income, and any income that you generate, you can use that income to pay for your membership, which is not due for 30 days. But I highly recommend that when you do upgrade, that you upgrade to the primetime membership, which is $99.99, and it's payable every 6 months. And in addition to receiving your credit packs, which are going to cost you $50, as we've said, you're also going to get access to a personal development library with some of the personal development giants, if I can put it that way, people like Anthony Robbins, people like Zig Ziglar, Anthony, who else we've got? Well, anyway, those two, for example. Anthony Robbins is my favorite, Zig Ziglar, because making money online is, or offline for that matter, obviously we need a business method. But apart from having a business method, we also need to acquire the right positive attitude. And the best way to learn that is not to listen to other people who are generally negative, but to listen and read some of this material, which is absolutely invaluable. And these books and these workbooks are actually incorporated within the program, and you've got access to these completely free of charge. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the referral program. We have the fastest payouts in the industry. We pay out every 20 minutes, as we were saying, and that's 72 times daily. You don't have to refer, but it's highly lucrative if you do. You're going to receive 10% referral commission every time a credit pack is sold using your referral link. So let's assume you refer someone today using your referral link, and they decide to purchase, shall we say, 20 credit packs. That's going to cost them $1,000. You're going to receive $100, which is 10% commission, and that commission is going to be paid in real time, that's immediately, into your available cash balance. Now you can use that cash to purchase credit packs, or you can withdraw all of it or part of it, and you can transfer it into your PayPal account or directly into your bank account anytime between Monday and Friday. And there's never an issue on withdrawals. And that's the great thing about it. Not only is it cash available in your back office, but it's real cash that you can draw out and spend if you wish to. So the other thing to bear in mind is, because the people that you refer understand, like you do, that the more credit packs that they purchase, they're going to get more traffic, but they're also going to generate more income. Then typically those people that you refer are not just going to buy credit packs today, they're going to be buying credit packs as soon as possible, way into the future. And as I mentioned, I've been registered now for 10 months. And those people that I registered when I very first got started, who were buying credit packs then, they're still buying more and more credit packs today, 10 months later. So therefore your income starts to accelerate the longer you've been in the business, provided that you're active, and especially if you're buying more credit packs, and especially if you're also referring other people to do the same. Now, as we've mentioned, the maximum number of credit packs that you can have at any one time is 1,200 credit packs. And once you've reached 1,200, then you are forced to withdraw your cash. And that's an exciting position to be. Unlike most businesses where you've got, you've got operating costs, there are no operating costs with My Advertising Pays, apart from your $99 membership, which is paid every 6 months. And once you've got 1,200 credit packs, you just have to withdraw your income. And 1,200 credit packs, you're going to get a $10 profit from each credit pack. So that's $12,000 of actual profit. And I can tell you from my personal experience, although the company will pay out up to $1 a day for every credit pack, I can tell you that I'm experiencing getting $60 from each of my credit packs in something like 12 to 14 weeks. But that works out about 80% return every 12 months, and that's not including compound growth. So, where in the world can you put your money, get something of value, which is traffic, and get paid and get that kind of return? I don't know anywhere. And as we mentioned, the e-wallet withdrawals can be made anytime, Monday to Friday, with no waiting and no inconvenience. So we're going to have a look here at an example of one of our successful affiliates. As we mentioned at the outset, these results are not typical. He does represent the top 1%. But for those people who take this business seriously, this is no different to any other business. You have to commit time and energy. And if you commit your time and your energy to this, you can make a serious income. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be as successful as this particular person, but it just proves the potential of this business model. And he actually started with 184 credit packs. This is between December 16th and January the 16th of 2014. So we got started more or less on day one. And by this particular time, he'd actually referred 661 referrals. And his total income at that stage was $5,310. By month 2, this is between January the 16th of 2014 and February the 16th, 2014, he decided to increase the number of credit packs. And at this point, he got 1,000 credit packs. He'd also got 1,215 personal referrals. And at this point, his total income was $42,500. Now, I can tell you that this particular person has now gone on to earn over $1 million in his first 15 months. And his income is skyrocketing literally every week. So if you subscribe to my email list, you'll be seeing his wealthy lifestyle. And as I say, he's not typical, but it just shows you the potential of this business. So if you do want to refer other people, and I highly recommend that you do, we have a formula, and we have a marketing system that you can use. You can use just the same marketing system that I use. So you don't have to go and reinvent the wheel. And that marketing system starts with a landing page. So we can show you online where to get unlimited amounts of traffic. And you can send that traffic to that landing page. Now that landing page has been tested by experts and designed by experts, and it converts at over 40%. And what that means is for 100 people, for every 100 people that you send to that landing page, 40 people or more are going to leave their name and their email, etc. And they're going to be taken through to a sales page. And that sales page is going to do all the explaining on your behalf. It's also going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you don't have to pick up the telephone and sell. You don't have to convince anybody, because the marketing system does all that on your behalf. And once people register on that landing page, they also subscribe to the autoresponder, and they're going to be receiving emails, sort of every 2 days. That's also going to include your registration link. And that's going to do also all the explaining. It's going to have links to videos, etc. It's going to help to educate your prospects on how My Advertising Pays works. It's also going to encourage those people to come and attend these Hangouts. And these Hangouts obviously are another chance for people to get live information. And obviously this marketing system is very, very successful, and it's going to encourage those people to sign up in your team. And when they sign up in your team, those people are going to be given the same marketing system as you were, and therefore that explains why we're actually growing on a global basis. And we're now the fastest growing team inside My Advertising Pays. And as we say, the opportunity is only as strong as the team. And with our team, you get that complete system of duplication, that marketing system which I've just explained. It's a step-by-step blueprint. You don't have to change anything. It includes all the high converting landing pages, and it's a fully automated sales presentation, including all the emails that include all your sign-up links. All the presentation pages are coded back to your sign-up page, and you'll also gain access to our Facebook groups, where we've got typically over 20,000 members all getting paid on a daily basis. So you'll be able to mix and learn from 6 and 7 figure income earners who are all having success with My Advertising Pays. So there we have the warning. Making money with My Advertising Pays is highly addictive, and you can see now why. And that's because everyone's making money, and every time you log into your account, you're going to see that your income has increased from the previous time you logged in, and that's increasing every 20 minutes. So that completes our Fast Start training. Just register your free account, buy as many credit packs as you can, view those 10 websites a day to earn your cash, and obviously I highly recommend that you start referring other people, and you do that like crazy. So it's all about taking action. Many people register for information. Many people don't even bother to open their emails. Many people don't even bother to attend Hangouts. But if you're on this Hangout right now, give yourself congratulate yourself, basically, because you're doing something which most people are not prepared to do. You're taking action. So what I'm going to do now is that completes that part of the presentation. I'm now going to show you how to actually register with My Advertising Pays. So let me just go back here. Just give me 1 second. One second. Okay, so you'll know, or you'll notice, that I'm actually hosting my Hangout inside my Facebook fan page, and there's a number of reasons for that. But below this video, you'll see that there's a link where you can click to register your free Maps account. So that's what I recommend you do. Click on the link, and that will open my first page in Marvertising Pays. So just give that a moment to load. And you'll obviously get a referral link like I have. If you click at the top here where it says sign up, then you'll see that that actually contains my name at the top. So when you have your referral link and you give out your referral link, that will have your name. But what I'm going to do in the next 5 minutes, I'm just going to talk you through this registration process because it is very simple. And then I'm going to show you how to purchase those credit packs. And then I'm going to show you how to click on those 10 websites a day. So we just click to say that, yes, that is the person that's referred me to the business. Confirm whether you're male or female. And confirm that you're happy to have your sponsor contact you at any time. Confirm your age. Put in your first name, or sorry, your full name, and your email address. Put that in twice. Country. Well, 99% of all the countries around the world, you can register with Marvertising Pays and get paid. There are a few exceptions, but there are not many. Okay, so the likelihood is your country will be included on that list. Now, if you're an international member, in other words, if you're outside the USA, just simply put your address in the international address box just there. You'll need to enter your telephone number, and you put that in twice. And I recommend that you get a pen and paper and you write down a transaction PIN. Now, what you have to do is choose a 4-digit transaction PIN. You will require this when you log into your back office in the future. So get a pen and paper and write down any four numbers, 6, 7, 3, 4, any 4 numbers that suit you, and that will be your transaction PIN. The next question is second password. Now, you're going to need a username and 2 passwords. This is your second password, so just choose a password, whatever that might be, and repeat that password here again. Secret question, a good one is, what is your mother's maiden name? So that's what I would recommend for that one. Obviously put in the name, your mother's maiden name just there, and then in terms of the hint, I would just repeat the question. So if you've selected that one, just type, what is mother's maiden name? And in the next box, username, you will require a username. So just choose a username. Mine is Online Biz for You. So obviously you can't take that one, that's already taken, but just choose a username. And then in the next box, it's a password, and you'll have to enter that twice. So you can see that once you've done these 2 sections, you're going to have a transaction PIN, which is a 4-digit PIN number. You're going to have a second password, which you're going to enter twice. You're going to have a username, and you're going to have a password, entered twice. And you'll require those details to log into your back office in future. So make a note of them, keep them somewhere safe, and you'll be able to log in without any difficulty. And just here, I would just put select other and just click register me. Now, once you've done that, then that will register your free account. So I'm going to just open my account right now. Just a moment. Log into my account. Oh, that's great. Just give me 1 second. I need to get my login details. That's exactly why you need to keep them somewhere safe, because otherwise you won't be able to log in. So let me put my login details there. So I want my password, which is, here we go. That's my password. It's going to take us to the next page, and it's going to ask us for our second password. As you can see, please enter in your second password. So I've already entered that. And we just log in by clicking that tab there. Okay. So you'll see here we've got a red banner. And what that means is that I haven't clicked on 10 websites within the last 24 hours. And the reason why is I just want to show on this Hangout how we can turn that from red to green. And when we've clicked on 10 websites in any 24 hours, then that will go from red to green, and it will mean that you're qualified to receive those profit shares, which are paid every 20 minutes. So the first thing you need to do is to click where it says buy advertising. So we're going to click on that, and you're going to select the type of advertising you want, which is a credit pack. You're going to scroll down, and you're going to purchase as many as you can afford. So let's assume you're going to buy 100 credit packs, okay, or you might buy 10 credit packs, but let's say it's 100 credit packs. Now, what I recommend is that you select VX Gateway. Now, that's the processor that I use for all my purchases, but it's also the processor that I use to withdraw my income from as well. It's extremely professional. You can use Solid Trust Pay, but I particularly prefer VX Gateway. So select VX Gateway, click Preview, and that will open in the next page in just one moment. Okay, so that comes out at $4,999. This is just to give you an idea. You'll need to click on those 3 boxes. And then you just simply click where it says buy now with VX Gateway. And that's how simple it is to purchase your credit packs. Okay, so once you've got those credit packs, you come to the top again, you click where it says view traffic exchange ads. And I'm going to do that right now. Okay, and you'll see at the top right, it says serve today 0. And that's why my banner was showing red. And while it's red, it means I'm not actually getting my profit share. So we need to change that, and we need to click those 10 websites as quickly as possible. And all we do, we click the link in each of these ads. You've got 3 there, another 3, another 3. There are 9 ads there. Click on that one, for example. And on each of these websites, before they actually open, there's a captcha code, and this one is 644. So you have to enter those numbers just to prove that you're not a robot. View the ad, and the page will appear. Now, if you actually find this particular page extremely interesting, and some of them, to be honest, are, they're typically all about making money. You can just close that for a moment. But you can open any of these websites in another window by clicking the link there. And this is obviously a boosted ad. You remember we said that these websites, you have to view them for either 10 seconds or 30 seconds. And there's a countdown at the top right here that says 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So that website has now been counted as one of my 10 websites because it was a boosted website. I had to view it for 30 seconds. Most of the websites you view, it'll only be for 10 seconds. So we now click to view the next website. And we click on, again, on any of these. Some of them might be in a foreign language. My advertising page is very successful in places like Germany, so it may be a German ad, it might be French. It doesn't matter what language is. If you click on those websites and you enter the captcha code, provided you stay on their you know, whether it's 10 seconds or 30 seconds, it will qualify you for those profit shares. This is also another boosted ad, so I've got to watch this one for 30 seconds again. And as you can see, these websites are websites that have been put there typically by Advertising Pays members. So if I was to actually click on that website there, I could presumably purchase that book that's being advertised, and that affiliate is going to earn some commission. So he's obviously getting his profit from Advertising Pays for buying the traffic and clicking on the traffic exchange, you know, 10 times a day, but he's probably also making additional income by selling the products. You know, in this case, he's selling this $7 advertising funnel. So that's the second website. We'll just do one more. This one here, for example. So you can see this is very easy, and that's what makes Advertising Pays so attractive. It doesn't matter whether people are 20 years of age, 90 years of age, because we do have people in the 70s and their 80s doing this business, simply because, you know, if they can click a mouse, they can make money. And that's what makes this so appealing. So this is also being counted. And you can see now that I've so far clicked on 2 websites so far, and that was probably counted. But if people don't load the website correctly, then, you know, perhaps it doesn't work properly, but it still gets counted. So let's just go, we'll click this one as a final one. We'll just do one more, 808, 808. And as I was saying, I do this first thing in the morning before breakfast. It generally takes about, you know, about 5 minutes. And you can see so far, we've clicked on 3 websites. So we have to do that 10 times a day. And when you do that, the banner inside that we talked about will turn green, and you'll start getting your profit share every 20 minutes. Now I'll finish those off, those other 7 when I finish the hangout in a few moments, and therefore my profit share will resume. Okay, so that basically explains how to register your account, how to buy the advertising, and how to actually click on those 10 websites daily. So let's go back to the hangout. And there we go. So it's taken 57 minutes. That's a now 60-minute presentation. As I say, thank you for attending today's hangout. Hopefully I have answered your questions about, you know, what makes Advertising Pays unique, and hopefully you've now got the confidence to go and register your account, purchase those credit packs, and you'll start seeing that income every 20 minutes. Now, don't make the mistake of some people, and that is, you know, you've registered for information, you've come along to the hangout, but you fail to take action. That's the fastest way to, you know, to stay where you are right now. But if you're looking to change your circumstances and you're looking to create income online, all you have to do now is simply take action. It's a very simple business method. I appreciate it's nothing complicated, but that's exactly what makes it work. So thanks again for attending the hangout. Hope you've learned a few things. Hope you feel inspired, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next hangout and seeing you in the Facebook group. Thanks again. Bye for now.